Hey, Narendra here from the Outdoor Buyers Club and Front Range Explorers, and I just want to thank you for joining to see what we have in store for the 14ers training program this year. I'll just spend a few minutes talking about the program itself. I'll give you a little bit of background about me and who I am, and obviously how this program will benefit you. And if you stick around long enough, you'll get the chance to claim this awesome 14ers passport, which I carry around with me on all my trips. It makes for a great guide for planning and also an awesome checklist for you to keep around and keep as a diary and notes and things like that. So you'll get the chance to claim this as well towards the end. So chances are, if you are listening in or you're watching this webinar, you are either brand new to hiking and climbing 14ers. Maybe you moved from a different state, and this is one of your goals is to climb a few this year. Maybe you've climbed a couple already and you haven't had the best experience, or you just want to learn a lot more on how to stay safe and everything on 14ers. Or maybe you've climbed all the easy ones so far and you want to learn more about advanced climbing techniques and route finding and things like that. So regardless of where you're at, this training program is designed to help you. So it's going to take you from novice to fully competent climber in just about 6 weeks or so. Now, this doesn't mean that this journey will be easy. I'm not at all saying this will be easy. You're going to actually put in a lot of work. You're going to do training hikes. You're going to meet with us. You're going to learn a lot. So you're going to have to put in the actual effort to get up these 14ers. They're a lot of work, and they're no joke. But if you do put in all this work, I guarantee that you're going to succeed in finding all of your goals. So this is, like I said, a 6-week training course. There's a lot of online lessons that you can go through, 24/7 access. So if you miss a lesson for a week, you can always go back and rewatch that to the recording and or grab all the downloads in images and things like that. So you'll always have access to this. So don't worry if you miss a day or two here and there. Not a big deal. What I'm really excited about this year that we're doing differently is we are doing initially a meetup session to go through all of your gear. And I recommend all the gear that I take, and also like a planning class. So this is basically a 2-hour course, in-person course that you're going to learn a ton from. We're also going to do a group hike that's to 13,000 feet, which I'm pretty excited about. I'm not going to reveal the peak name right now, but it's an amazing peak. We're going to get some solitude, and you're going to learn a ton on that. And then at the end of the summer, we are going to do a group 14er hike. And this is where you're going to put all your skills to the test, and you're going to summit a 14er, and it's going to be a heck of a lot easier than if you just try to do this by yourself. Along with the in-person stuff and the online classes, you're also going to get an itinerary for hiking 10 classic hikes around the Front Range. And these are some of my favorite hikes of all time. They are secluded, you won't see a ton of people, and they are just great training hikes that increase in difficulty along the way. And then also, to make sure and to keep you accountable and to make sure I'm answering all your questions, we're going to be doing weekly coaching calls that will be recorded. So you can feel free to do this. Call in, ask any questions that you want, and also meet other people on the call. And then a few bonuses here, which I'm pretty excited to reveal, is we have a ton of checklists and downloads, like our 14ers Ultimate Guide checklist. We have a hiking tracker checklist. We have all sorts of maps and things like that for you to download. And then also we have a wholesale store, which is, if you do need gear, we can get it for you at a wholesale price. And like I said before, if you stick around, you're also going to get a chance to get this passport. And then at the end of the day, after this program is complete, my personal guarantee is you are going to fully appreciate the outdoors. You're going to be able to get up 14ers. You're going to be self-sufficient. And if we don't meet that, then of course you'll get your full refund back. So that's what, the high level what the course is about, and I'm super excited to teach it. I love doing this. I love seeing people get up to 14ers, and I'm really happy that you're going to participate in this, and I look forward to seeing awesome results. So that's what's in store for the actual class. A little bit about me. I'm going to go into why I started the program, a little bit more detail on the schedule, and how this will benefit you, and then again, my overall guarantee. And just to kind of, so I'm on the left hand side here with the red helmet. That's me on top of Cresto Needle. We did the north face of Cresto Needle Ellingwood ledges, and I'm hoping you guys can experience the same type of views and awesome climb and just enjoyment in being in the mountains. Okay, so just a little bit about me. For those that don't know me, I was born and raised in Buffalo, New York. I was always interested in the outdoors growing up, but I really never had any opportunities because Buffalo, as people know, is a pretty flat area with not a lot of trails and no mountains. And then my senior year in college, I read Into Thin Air, which is an amazing book, and it got me really inspired to climb mountains. And then I started reading about the 14ers of Colorado, and I really became obsessed about getting out here, especially climbing Long's Peak, which is up north, one of the more dangerous mountains in Colorado. And so I finally pulled the trigger and moved to Colorado in 2006 and just started exploring. But when I came here, I really knew I had a lot of problems, and I really knew nothing about mountains or what I was doing. I knew nothing about safety. In fact, I was almost killed 5 times. Once by lightning, once by rockfall, once by hypothermia, which I can go into a lot more detail a little bit later on Long's Peak. I fell a few times, and goats almost killed me, actually. They dropped some rocks, or they kicked down some rocks. Actually, on this route here on the right, on the fourth class ridge of Kit Carson, this is after the incident happened, but they kicked rocks down at me and almost lost my life there. So learned a lot along the way. I also spent thousands of dollars on gear that I didn't need, and I'm hoping to save you a lot of that heartache and a lot of money. I've got lost a ton. I wasted hundreds of hours getting lost and turned around. So I'm hoping to save you that time. And I didn't train or eat correctly, and that's where the training program comes in, which will be super effective for you guys. So this is a little bit more in depth on my story on Long's Peak. If for those who don't know, it's a 14er in Rocky Mountain National Park. It's one of the most iconic mountains in the world. A lot of people travel from all over the world to climb this mountain. Me and my buddy, not knowing much in 2008, me and my buddy tried to climb the Diamond on Long's Peak, which was way above my ability at the time. And like I said, I didn't know much about safety, and we got stuck overnight in the alcove, which I call it, on the right-hand side picture. And we spent a miserable 36 hours on the mountain, and I almost died of hypothermia, and that was a really eye-opening experience for me. I did obviously make it out alive, but I was scarred from it, and I learned a lot from it. And I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes that I did. And so, years passed by. I became an expert in the backcountry. I reclimbed Longs and the rest of the 14ers, happily to say. I backpacked all over the country, and I climbed internationally. And now I teach backpacking and 14er classes, which I'm happy to do. And I also test gear, and I design my own line of apparel. So it took me a long, long time to get to where I'm at now. Why I started this program. So, although I was helping people with some of my classes, I wanted to reach out and really try to help a lot more people. So basically, I'm still seeing, every time I go out, I'm still seeing, thousands of people making the same mistakes that I did. People getting killed, people getting injured, or they're having such a miserable time that they just quit climbing altogether, which really breaks my heart. In addition to that, people are getting completely ripped off by gear all over the place. REI and those places just charge way too much money. And there's no really one place to learn safety and education in one area. And so, that's why I started this program. I wanted to solve all of those problems, and I want to help you and as many people as I possibly can enjoy the outdoors and have fun in the outdoors. And it's not just about the summit, it's about the destination for sure. And this training program is designed to get you there. And I also wanted to bring together like-minded people to learn from each other and myself. I wanted to create a safe space for you to learn skills that you need to safely climb mountains. And I want to save you a lot of time for planning. And then lastly, I just want to make sure in this gear training class in person, I want to make sure that you guys are not buying the wrong gear or just getting ripped off. So that's what I plan to do. So here's the actual training program itself. As you can see there, we have on the left-hand side, we have all the lessons in place, and this will be taught over a 6-week period, and you'll be able to access these 24/7. I would love to go into all the details of all these lessons right now, but it would take quite a while. So basically, I set up 10 basic lesson plans, and from this, it's going to be just jam-packed with all sorts of content. And then coaching, we're doing virtual meetings every week, like I said. We have a Facebook group. We have scheduled training hikes, and this is all going to be in a team calendar that you'll have access to. And then I brought this up before, but in-person meetings, there's going to be 3 of them for sure. So a gear packing meeting, a group hike to 13,000 feet, a group hike to 14,000 feet, so your ultimate goal. And we're going to have a lot of fun in person doing it. And then the bonuses, like I said before, you're going to get the passport, checklist, hiking time calculator, and so on and so on. So it's just jam-packed. I'm super excited to get you guys going on this, and I'm hoping to see you on our pages real soon. So my guarantee to you, from this whole thing, it's going to be 6 weeks of just awesome good times, and I guarantee you're going to have fun during this whole journey. And it's going to be my pleasure to meet you and guide you up a couple of these mountains and just have a great time. And we're going to do this safely too. We're going to summit a 14er, and hopefully this will be one of your first 14ers. You'll be able to do all of them if that's what your goal is. And so I'm going to teach you how to safely summit a 14er. Most important, I'm going to teach you how to be safe and self-reliant in the mountains. I'm going to save you planning time for adventures. Anytime you want, you can reach out and contact me through our Facebook group. You're going to have 24/7 access to our resources, and you're going to save thousands of dollars on gear because I'm going to teach you how to do that. So this course is $39.99, and you get a full money back guarantee, like I was talking about. And this is, I think, a really good value. I think, if you were to go out and hire somebody, you're going to pay $150 to $250 an hour. The content that I've put together and the videos that I've put together are worth $250 at least, and growing. So I add, you're gonna see stuff added every week to this members only area. And then the passport I'm including, it's a $16 value. So in reality, you're really paying, not very much money at all for this. So I'd really like to see you sign up. I'd love to see you in all our classes and participating. Looking forward to meeting you in person, and I will see you real soon in our gear packing class.